everyone.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us. If you're on telephone, and I don't know if there are any folks that are, if you want to speak, hit *9 so the moderator would know that you're there. Any of you that are on camera, if you want to just raise your hand if you'd like to speak, and we'll call on you. When you do speak, or if you speak, I'm supposed to remind you, you have to state your name each time you speak. I'm not sure why. And this is being recorded, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
It is, okay.
What?
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. It's 4:01. I'd like to review, well, actually, I'm not going to review because Shannon and Greg, you have copies of the minutes from May 7th. So I'd like someone to move to approve those, please.
I will move that, but I will ask a question.
Sure.
Under number 4,
Yeah.
right in the middle of the
Yeah.
paragraph, it talks about a shortfall, and I'm not sure that that's the right term.
In the middle, it's motion by Greg Klein to approve.
No, I think the middle of the first.
No, the number 4.
Oh, first paragraph.
No, I'm sorry. The first paragraph, as a result, the Board of Selectmen reviewed and discussed budget adjustments totaling $31,371 to make up the shortfall. Is it a shortfall?
I'm still trying to find that, Greg. It's number 4, first paragraph.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's the second of the full lines up.
From the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
First paragraph.
Yeah,
As a
third.
result, reviewed and discussed budget adjustments to make up. Yeah, what that was is that there was a shortfall. What had happened was we had approved the budget and it went to Board of Finance. Board of Finance, after our approval, had said that we had to remove an additional $31,371 from the budget, which we did. So it was a shortfall based on what we had approved previously.
Okay. All right, then that answers my question. So I make that motion to approve the minutes.
Second?
Second.
Second? Okay, thank you, unanimous. I'd like the board to consider the reappointment of Elizabeth Zimmer as a full member of the Housing Authority for the term May 1st, 2020 through April 30th, 2025.
So moved.
Is that you, Jan?
Yep. Okay, thank you. I'm going to keep this short, sweet, and to the point.
You need to come for a vote.
What?
You need to come for a vote.
Oh, could we have a vote on that, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so all three in favor
Mhm.
for reappointment of Elizabeth Zimmer. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to be brief about this because it's you gentlemen have received a copy of this, the bloodborne pathogens policy.
Right.
This came out years ago. I had to deal with it in another life, but it talks about exposure control plans and the possible diseases that people can occur. What we have is we have universal precautions in place at the town hall, at the town garage, and at the transfer station. Also, part of those kits are gloves, masks, gowns, and that sort of thing. The person in the town hall who's tasked with that is the custodian. There are delegated people over at the town garage and also at the transfer station. And it just basically talks about what the issues are with various things that you can get from bloodborne pathogens and how to prevent transmittal. Also where the protective equipment is kept in the 3 areas. We will be reviewing this with all of the folks at the 3 sites, town hall, town garage, and transfer station. It's just an FYI. Tax rebates, this meeting, we have none. Correspondence and announcements. Bear with me, gentlemen, and ladies, Diane. We have a letter from Teague, from Ann Miller, the executive director. Basically, it's thanking us for our continued support to Teague, to support people in Woodstock and elsewhere, financially, food donations, and that sort of thing. While I mentioned Teague, I will also mention that their food truck will be here at the town hall next Wednesday, the 27th, from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. They're going to be over at Pomfret Town Hall in the morning. We had a good-sized crowd last time. People were coming in, going out, filling out forms for Teague, so that Teague could weigh what the need is in Woodstock for food. We're going to do it a little bit different this time because of the number of people that showed up. We're going to be having it in the back lot, so people will drive in, follow cones and arrows around, visit the truck, and be able to exit and go out. The last time we did it in the front parking lot, and it was just such a great response that we're going to have to expand it to the back. I also have a copy of a letter to Victor Toth, superintendent, and Chris Sanford, head of school. It's from Suzanne and Nora, the registrars of voters. Basically, it's requesting use of the elementary school, the middle school, the Academy North Campus, and Academy South Campus for purposes of elections. Because of the pandemic, we're not sure that we'd be able to hold general elections and primaries in the main room at the town hall. We also have to take into consideration parking, number of people responding, and that sort of thing. Anyway, we were copied on that letter that went to them. I had previously talked to folks at the schools and got the dimensions of the rooms. Also, what else do we have? I'm giving you gentlemen updates, if you will, on what's going on in the town hall. The beach is closed. The problem with the beach being closed is we did it originally because of implications with the pandemic. We realized that we were going to save some money. Unfortunately, people interpreted that to mean that we closed the beach to save the money. That wasn't true. We closed the beach because of the pandemic. We did save money because it was closed. So that's something that we have to get that information out there. I don't want people to think we did it just to save money. We will evaluate this later in the summer. I consulted with the CDC, the State DEEP, State Department of Health, Northeast District Department of Health, and Anthony Pizzetti and I attended a statewide rec directors meeting this week, where they had rec directors from municipalities all over the state. We decided to close the beach, excuse me. I've got a letter from Katie Dykes, who's the DEP commissioner. She basically said that the shoreline beaches will be open. Lifeguards will be assigned after a certain date, and I'm not sure, I think it's June 1st. But what she did state is all indoor state parks, the beaches are closed indefinitely. She said the limited sizes of the beaches and the large groups of people that congregate. So anyway, this is why we're also closing our beach, as has the town of Killingly. It was a tough call. We agonized, we went back and forth, but the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection kind of made it for us. It's unfortunate, but I don't see any other answers. You know, sanitizing porta-johns, trying to maintain 6 feet between people. If you're not in the water, you have to wear a mask. If you have blankets with your family, you've got to have 15 feet between the blankets. There was no way we could do it easily. Well, there's no way we could do it. So we made that call. We're going to be getting that information out on social media. The The other thing is under social media, we're using the town website frequently and also the town Facebook page to get information out. Because a lot of things, as I mentioned at the last meeting, a lot of things are happening very quickly with this pandemic, and it's very important for the folks in the community to know what's going on. Okay, just to give you an update on the hallway, I had mentioned it last meeting. We had taken out tax collector's door. Her door is gone. The window opening has been framed in. The work continues. John was here today, and he was talking to Judy about the window across the hall for the town clerk. So this is moving forward. Governor Lamont announced, I believe last night, that mail-in ballots would be available for voters who traditionally use them, and anyone who is concerned about contracting COVID-19 if a vaccine is not available at the time of the primary. I know this has been an issue back and forth, and this is the latest from the governor, a decision that he made. And the Secretary of State has already announced that mail-in ballots will be going out to all registered voters. We'll see how this plays out, because I know that there are a number of people, because of age, because of other conditions, medical conditions, who are very concerned about their safety in coming to a place to vote, in distance between people in line and the number of checkers and that sort of thing. Town Hall is going to be open regularly, not to the public, but regularly starting next Tuesday, the 26th. We've come up with some rules and guidelines for folks that work in the building. Only one person in the storage or mail rooms at a time. Masks should be worn in the hallways. Avoid going into other offices, either email, call, or stand in the doorway. We've ordered a thermometer. Temperatures are going to be taken when people arrive in the morning. We're asking people to be sensitive. If they feel they do have a temp or are not feeling well, please stay home. We here have been very fortunate. The gentleman at the transfer station have been fortunate, and the gentleman at the highway garage. We jumped on it immediately and had the highway guys 2 weeks off with pay. And we had those crews alternate. We were fortunate. The other interesting thing is Putnam did the same thing, and one of their people was tested positive. And Barney Sine said that if they had had everybody at work, they'd all be out 14 days. But because they did also the alternate like us, it worked out fine, and they only had one person out for 14 days. We have hand sanitizers and surface disinfecting wipes in every office. We have gloves if needed. We also have paper or cloth masks for each employee. Town Hall is still closed to the public. If we have contractors in, as we did this morning, we had somebody from Swan Enterprises had to come in and check our filtration system. He drove around, he had a mask on, I let him in the back door, he did his thing and he left. So if we have folks, electricians and that sort of thing come in, they're gonna have to wear masks. We're gonna have we have been doing strict cleaning and disinfection protocols in place. Kitchen protocols, the kitchen and one of the restrooms in the front of the building have been closed. We're going to be opening those up, and we're asking that if people go in and use the refrigerator to store lunch or the microwave or the coffee maker, they're responsible for cleaning that up and sanitizing whatever they touch. We're also asking that staff not have lunch together. Still continue to eat lunch at your desk. That's about it for the protocols. Transfer station. It's going to be back to normal, the normal days, times, etc. after June 1st. The only exception is we're not going to accept fluorescent light bulbs because those have to be handled by the staff at the transfer station. And also, John and I talked a lot about this. the take it or leave it shack, we're gonna keep it sealed where it's not gonna be used. The reason for that, and this is very similar to the reason Anthony canceled his June yard sale. And that's where you could, you have a map with your name on it and where your house is to get rid of all that stuff you've been meaning to get rid of for years. The concern was people come in and they pick up a figurine and they put it down, or they pick up something else and they don't like the price and they put it down. So everybody that comes to your house touches that object. If nobody buys it at the end of the day, you've got to pick it up, put it back in the box to put it back in your garage. So we felt that, plus similar situations as the take it or leave it shack, was not safe for people. So again, we're still encouraging masks at the transfer station. Bulky waste, we have a free single load, no charge for bulky waste. A lot of folks have been, in the time they've been off, have been cleaning garages, barns, basements, and that sort of thing. So you're going to get, if you have an annual permit, you're going to have a one-time opportunity on May 30th and 31st. And what you can do is fill up your truck as much as you can stuff in it, take there and dump. Do not come back on Sunday because we're going to have constables there checking. So if you've already made one trip, don't try to do it Sunday because they'll know. They'll have a list.
It's
Go
for
ahead.
permit holders only, correct?
What's that?
It's for permit holders only?
Yes, yes, because there were people asking about if they could get a one-day pass, but no, only for permit holders only.
Good.
And it's one trip. In a nutshell, in 20 minutes or less, that's about it. Could I ask any comments from the public, please?
I've got a
Yes.
question, Jay. Have they talked about any kind of opening meetings at the town hall with no public?
Yes, and the answer is no. For the time being, we're going to keep it to Zoom. For instance, the reason, as you know, that we're meeting this afternoon at 4 is because there's a planning and zoning tonight at 7, and we'd be in conflict. For the time being, we're going to continue with the Zoom meetings. And again, we have no one coming in the building, including the public. And as I mentioned last meeting, we're going to have computers for the building department and the assessors department in the lobby, so people can access that. But they won't be able to go further in than those 2 service windows. So in answer to your question, yeah, meetings are going to be by Zoom for the near future.
The biggest reason for the question, Jay, is with my hearing disability, Zoom meetings have been problematic for me. I do my best to keep up, and having agendas helps a lot, but I do miss some bits and pieces here and there. So I'm just wondering how long it's going to keep going. And obviously, the answer is who knows.
I'm going to defer to Crystal because she just raised her hand. Hold on.
Hey, Chan,
Yeah?
on the upper left of your Zoom meeting window, there should be live on Otter live notes. Do you see that?
Yeah?
If you click on that, it should open a live transcription. And you should be able to see everything that's being said. It'll be typed out for you. I can work with you on that after the meeting, or get you instructions if you need it afterwards.
All right, I just clicked on it and we'll see what happens.
So it'd be like watching a foreign film. You'd have English subtitles. Seriously.
Don't laugh, they're on every TV I own.
Are you seeing words on that, on your screen?
It's trying to open.
Okay. I think Crystal can help you after the meeting, probably square that away, and that would be helpful.
Yeah, no, I've got it. It's working fine.
Oh, really? So it's transcribing my words and you can read it?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yep, it's working perfect.
Absolutely. Good. I'm glad to hear it, Chan.
Good.
I'm
Frank,
glad I
you had
asked.
your hand up. Whoop, sorry. Frank, you had your hand up?
Yes, I did. Thank you. Actually, you made a couple of comments that I wasn't going to ask about, but I need clarification. You said that the governor had said that there was going to be mail-in ballots or absentee ballots.
Mail in, did I say absentee?
No, but I didn't know if absentee was what you meant to say. In other words, every voter is going to get the ability to mail in their vote.
Yes, because the Secretary of State already announced she was going to mail every registered voter a ballot. Part of that, though, Frank, is she said she was going to send an opinion letter. That's what she said, opinion letter. She, at the time, said that she didn't feel the fear of infection with COVID-19 was a valid reason. But
Oh, wow.
I think because of that, the governor came out, I believe it was last night, and said that the fear of contracting this disease was enough that people could use a mail-in ballot.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. The other one is you mentioned bloodborne pathogens, and the custodian is in charge. Well, the custodian only, and I had asked this before of Crystal, and I can't even remember the answer. The custodian only comes in the afternoon. What happens if somebody vomits in the morning? Who's in charge of cleaning that up?
I would take care of that.
Well, you have to be certified. You can't just, you have to know how.
The thing is, is this, having taught this in another life, if it's not yours, don't touch it.
Right.
Okay, that being said, if he didn't come back, if he didn't come in till the afternoon and there was an issue here, seriously, I probably would jump in and take care of it. But that's issues about, rubber gloves, mask, and that sort of thing. So I don't expose myself to whatever might be contained in that.
Okay, I don't know what your protocols are for a bloodborne pathogen, but my understanding through school is that you have to have a trained person to be, and every year they have to be trained in understanding what that protocol is.
Highway department has got
The
folks at the highway department that are trained,
EMS.
so we could call them and say, hey,
yeah, EMS, somebody. Yeah. I understand how you would want to do that, but in point of fact, I don't know if that's by protocol. The other question.
I don't want to do it. I said I was willing.
You're a good man. The real question that I was worrying about is the issue of the website for the town. My recollection is that when Chandler, Michael, and I were on the Board of Selectmen, we put $5,000 aside for that, updated that website. And when I went on it the past couple of times trying to just find information, especially about budgets, it was very difficult. They had to go through about 3 layers just to get into the notice of a meeting, let alone budget materials. And I was just wondering why that $5,000, since we're already at the end of, basically at the end of June, hasn't been spent to update the website.
We have a new website that's being developed. That's where the $5 grand went. What you went into the other day, or whenever you went into it, that's the old website. We have the new website that the money went for has not been finalized, if you will.
Okay. Okay.
It is on its way, though, Frank.
Yeah.
Good. It was very frustrating, and I know how to do it too.
Well, apparently, it's June 18th. It's supposed to be up, running, and done.
Oh, good.
So tune in on the 19th.
I'll look forward to that. The other thing that you brought up in terms of people coming to get a sense of how many people need food support. Do you have any sense of the percent of families that come in for the school breakfast, lunch, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays? I know my district, I have over 50% of my families coming in for food. I didn't know if it was that serious in Woodstock.
I would not say 50%, but it is serious.
Yeah.
Because there's a large number of families that I know that are going to the schools. A lot of those families are also coming to the Teague opportunity.
Right.
It's been in Pomfret and one that's been here in Woodstock. And because of people being out of work and that sort of thing, it has been an issue.
Right.
I can't give you figures, Frank, but I know that it's a growing issue.
Right. I was shocked when I found out
Oh, yeah.
how
Yeah.
many families, literally how many families are coming in. So thank you very much.
Okay.
That's it.
And some weeks ago, I had lunch at your church on a Monday. And a nice group of people and whatever, but it was interesting talking to people where they come from and what their needs are, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good program.
It's a fascinating group of people.
Oh, yeah, I
Fascinating.
enjoyed it.
Good. Thank you for doing that, by the way. Appreciate that.
I think at last count, they had given over 7,000 meals away. And I think they're considering expanding it through the summer. They're going to send a survey home and see if people would be using it through the summer.
Frank, getting back to your question about the schools with food, apparently, Crystal just looked it up, and apparently they've given out more than 7,000. This is in Woodstock, 7,000 meals. And because of the need, as I said, they're attempting to expand it throughout the summer. I know in the past it's only gone through like mid-June or something.
Oh,
Yeah. So my understanding is that, at least I assume, it started on Monday, the 16th of March, which is the Monday after the closing of school. And,
Right.
And that 7,000 sounds like a lot, but when you really divide it out by number of days, because it's now 7 days a week that they're feeding people, that's
Yeah.
still a serious number.
I'm not, is it 7 or is it 5?
we're feeding people Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and the kids get 2 lunches and 2 breakfasts Monday and Wednesday, and 1 lunch and 1 breakfast on Friday. I know as of March 24th, she had given over 1,000 meals away. I believe I saw that as of right now, which is 8 weeks later, it's been over 7,000, I believe.
Frank, I think you're correct because they're serving Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but when you come in on Monday, you're getting like 2 lunches
Right.
per child, so it probably comes out to what you're describing.
You're right. And then we give out 3 on Friday for the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Bad amazing.
Jay,
Okay, any other comments from public or board?
Jay,
Yeah,
Greg here.
yes.
Could you please state for the record what are the days and times that the transfer station will be open after June 1st?
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
I think it's 9 to 4, 10 to 4.
Okay. Every day that it's open is 10 to 4.
Just saying weekends?
Yeah, they open an hour early.
Okay, weekends are open an hour early, so Saturday and Sunday would be 9 to 4.
Okay.
And it's 10 to 4 Tuesday and Friday,
Okay.
right?
All right.
I think
Thank you. Thank you. That's good. Good to know. I have also the issue of mailing in your ballot has been going on for a while, and they had some discussions about that today at this week on WINY, the talk show, and stuff like that. I have an interesting statistic. My sister and husband retired to Oregon and live in a small town, and they have had mail-in voting for more than 25 years in Oregon. And it took them a couple of years, she said, but she learned the history of it, to actually get it up and running, get the bugs out of it, and get it working right, but it works great. Do you know that on their local, in their town, their local elections, the turnout by mail is 70%, 70%? That's incredible. And that's what we could look for.
That's true.
You sent me that some weeks ago, and yeah, 70%. I can live with that because I go crazy even before I was in this position about the lack of voter turnout.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You want me to read this?
Yeah, just to answer his question about the new
Um,
hours, it's 10 to 4 as of June 1st.
Greg, just to reiterate, I just got this just in. I just got a text. I got bulky way. Okay, new transfer station hours starting June 1st. 10 to 4, Tuesdays and Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. And then brush and leaf drop off ends at 3 p.m. So if you don't get there by 3 with your limbs, don't bother coming, buddy.
Okay, thanks. 10 to 4 every day. So it's 10 to 4 every day. Okay, thank you.
We're gonna say every day.
Yeah.
10 to 4, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay,
Because
Good.
the thing was, we did have it, Christine's right, we did have it an hour early. And I think it was, seriously, I think it was one of those budget things that we looked at everything. You wouldn't believe what we didn't look at. We looked at everything because of the budget. And again, Greg, to your point, this goes back to that 31,000 and change that we thought we would be approved, and yet the Board of Finance said that we still had to take additional funds out. So that's where that came.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
This is Diane.
Yes.
And can you say something about the mask pickup that's going to be held on Tuesday at the fairgrounds? They're going to hand out free masks. Do you have that in your communications?
Yes, I do. We, in fact, gentlemen, Greg and Chan, look for an email from me this afternoon. The free mask giveaway, I put it in the email. I'm looking for it. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be Tuesday, starting at 7 in the morning at the fair. It's sponsored by the fair. If I can blow this up, Berkshire Hathaway, Channel 3, a number of other organizations, but it's going to be 5 masks in a sealed plastic bag, similar to what they do in other parts of the state. You drive through, put your back window down, and it'll be tossed into your back seat. The concern, I think, and this was Brooke Gelhaus of Berkshire Hathaway and Patty Kelly, who's president of the fair, their concern was that, you know, we see these in Bridgeport, we see these in Hartford, and being the Port Cousins out in Northeast Connecticut, we don't see it here. So they both, they're working together to do this, and that was what the concern and the need was. And that again will be Tuesday.
It's great.
And,
And that's for individuals or businesses?
no, I think it's individuals.
All right. Okay.
Businesses, is frankly, there's enough opportunities that I'm aware of. They can order it and receive it, and it's been going out to small businesses.
All
I
right.
think the issue is a lot of families and individuals don't know where they can get it. They still have to go shopping for food. They still have to go here and there, but I think a lot of them don't know where to get them. We, for the town hall staff, the folks at the highway garage and at the transfer station, we've been fortunate to be able to get them, both cloth and paper. But I think a lot of folks sitting at home that know they have to go out for milk, bread, eggs, you know, whatever, they don't know where to get them. So, yeah, Greg, in answer to you, I think, no, it's for individuals to get
Right.
masks on
All right.
Tuesday.
All right.
May I ask a question of Diane?
I guess so.
I'm struggling to find masks now that we're talking about that for children, and I was just wondering where they were getting their source from, and if they have sources for children's masks sizes.
You're asking me that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't know if you had any idea about where they were getting the masks, the source.
I have no idea. Maybe we need to contact the Department of Health. They may know.
That we've done that, and they
They don't
seem
know
not to
either.
have, well, they don't
Okay.
seem to have a good sense of where we can get, you know, like 3, 4, 5-year-old masks.
Frank, did anybody ask the fire department?
I don't know. Remember, I'm working out
I'll
of
find
Hampton.
out.
So
I'll find out tonight and let you all know.
fabulous, thanks.
I know they have some, but I don't know what they have. Okay.
Well, I need to buy them for the school rather than, you know, for any grandchildren or anything. But Any source of information would be helpful. And I don't mean to interrupt your board meeting, but
No,
Good question.
Frank, you said you tried the health department and they didn't have any information?
they gave us some addresses, but they were all sold out, and I have to buy them in bulk, so it becomes very difficult.
I don't know if online there might be something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we've been looking, yeah.
Okay. all
I
right.
didn't know if there was something special for the fair that they were able to get some. Thank you.
Yep. Anyone else?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that. Okay, it's 4:35. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you. Be well.
Thanks,
Take care.
everybody. Be healthy.
You too.